The Omicron COVID-19 variant inches closer to Bahamian shores, with the first case in the U.S. discovered in San Francisco, California, in a patient who recently traveled to South Africa. Since Tuesday, the virus has expanded its reach to at least 24 countries, including Canada, Sweden, and Japan. Minister of Health and Wellness, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, however, says officials are not yet convinced it has made its way to the Bahamas.
We are not convinced that the variant is in the country, but with that being said, the National Reference Lab will be put on alert. We will do all in our power to ensure that Bahamians are protected, and we do samples abroad to be tested to see whether or not the variant is actually in the country. But we do not think so at this particular time.
Now, what infectious disease specialist Dr. Nakia Forbes claims the Bahamas should be concerned about regarding the Omicron variant is its more than 30 mutations, as this could make COVID more infectious. She sends this reminder that COVID can easily spread from person to person, particularly through travel.
Of course, with more countries being aware now that the variant is there, and with travel and globalization, we do have to be concerned that if this variant turns out to be more infectious, that it can cause a surge if it is indeed more infectious, just like the Delta surge, which really caused a serious problem.
Dr. Forbes admitting that more than likely vaccines may have some effect against this strain, and that's why she implores the unvaccinated to get the jab now while they can.
It is advantageous to increase the number of persons who have been vaccinated, but boosters are also important because there are people who are at increased risk for getting, let's call it waning antibodies after being vaccinated. For example, those persons with a weak immune system or older persons over the age of 60 to 65, they would benefit from getting an additional dose of the vaccines. So in all fairness, since we still have to increase the access and the coverage of the vaccines, that you would have to balance this. And the most prudent way forward is to encourage those that are unvaccinated to get vaccinated and to protect those most vulnerable through the booster.
If you missed anything, we've got you covered. Subscribe to our ZNS Network YouTube channel and follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, for breaking news, live event coverage, web exclusives, and much more.